Hi guys, I'm going to record a session on how do we awaken our past life memories, especially memories spanning multiple lifetimes and concurrent past lives. For those people who might have had memories coming from multiple past lives, like more than one or two lifetimes, it is very important that we correlate the information and uh, if there is a relationship that is developed with specific characters from each lifetime, like suppose you have a specific spirit guide that you see in your dreams or in your day-to-day lives, or is there a relationship with a specific person that is uh, connected to the particular soul contract you have with the oversoul, so that you start concurrently manifest your present life depending on what is being manifested in the parallel life, depending on the soul contract you have with the oversoul you have. These are all the various angles by which we can develop a know-how about where we are going to head in our current lifetime. This is something which needs a little thought and homework, because first thing is that we need to do in order to awaken past life memories is to sit and meditate on a significant lifetime where you felt the most good, and another lifetime where you felt the worst. And based on the lifetime that you would have felt the best in your current lifetime, there is a maximum probability that the same lifetime you had in one of your past lives where you had been actually doing the specific role which you played in this lifetime. Like, for example, suppose you got a job in a flower and a fruit shop, and the best thing that you remembered about the job or about you as an individual flourishing in your career or job would be the day simply where you would have been distributing fruits and flowers to 400 or 500 guests. I mean, I'm just citing an example of how do we of an event or a real life event which can throw up your past life memory, which has a significant connection with what has happened in your concurrent lives or your past lives. Now, this event would have triggered you in such a way that uh, you remember that this particular distribution of fruits and flowers to 400 or 500 guests as the most wonderful thing you have done in your life, just because it is a memento or a gratification that you got by serving this many guests. So there are chances that you might have been shouldering the responsibility of a chairperson or an assistant to particular official or a dignitary, where you would have been holding a responsible position as well as distributing mementos to guests who had come for celebrating an occasion at the premises of the chief guest. Now, this could give you an idea as to what kind of age or the particular history and the location or the topology of the region where you are handling such people. It could be giving you hints as to whether it was the past while you were in a specific country, like you know say the particular function that was thrown up to you in your significant lifetime could have a correlation with what has happened in one of your previous lifetimes. So, or it could be just that the biggest thing that you remember about yourself is the first time you visited abroad, probably the land you had, the first flight you took to land at a specific airport or a location which was outside your home country would have been the base for you in many of your previous lifetimes. Like I have observed after seeing the halls of Amity, what could possibly uh, be resulting with such people is that mostly the universe will throw those people to the same locations over and over again in their multiple lifetimes. Suppose you had an opportunity to visit, say, Japan or San Francisco in this lifetime, probably the first flight you took was to Japan or San Francisco, then there are chances that you would have had a previous lifetime in the same terrain, which is why the reason the universe has thrown you to the same location uh, again in this current lifetime. Now, suppose you had been handling people or guests with, by distributing fruits or flowers in, say, Saudi Arabia, there are chances that you would have had a past lifetime serving guests with an Arab. So, this is how we rethink about our own past lives and try to learn from our how do we remember our own past lives, say with the help of a stone like a ruby or flint or a smoky quartz. You are able to awaken your past life memories, but how do we remember our past lives is something that we need to correlate from the current life experiences that we had, including travel, career enhancements, and career heights also, which you remember as very significant events which you felt like the very best in life or felt like the very worst in life. Suppose you had felt worst working like a slave, or you felt frugal or brutal by working under someone. You are not able to forget that particular event. Then that could also be a significant past lifetime that you had. This is something that is the outcome of the past life regression meditation, that we try to assimilate the information from our current lives and try to establish a correlation with our significant lifetimes or the worst lifetimes, as they have a direct relation to what we actually had in our own past lives, which is a good chance that we can trace the information towards our past lives with the help of the places we have visited or the roles we have played, and the uh, point where you have felt that you have been at the height of success or the height of happiness. Those are the pivots which could point you to remembering your past lives by pinpointing to who you were in your past, which could throw you much light into what exactly you were in your previous lifetimes. Now, once we correlate all this information and we are able to remember our past lives, then you are in a better position to understand who you are and where you are from and what is your life purpose. Now, suppose there is a lesson that I have learned from my own life, that after seeing the halls of MNT, which is the Akashic records, you would get a specific point of a memory or a thought or a location where you would have had your past life. But the next stage of recollecting the information from the specific seed or the location hint that the or the nudge that the halls of MNT would suggest you is by doing what all things your subconscious mind want you to do. Say for example, my first flight in my life abroad was in a KLM Amsterdam Dutch flight, Royal Dutch flight to US, and the route was via Amsterdam. So while I was seeing the halls of MNT, my past life memory took me to seeing streets or pictures or videos about Amsterdam. I'm just citing you an example of how do we correlate the past life information from our current lifetime. Now the next thing I tried to memorize was when I saw the streets in Amsterdam and the first flight I took to Amsterdam. It actually gave me a sense of a certain lifetime that I had there, and I it just the thought just circled in my mind, whereas where I while I was watching the streets and the videos about the pubs and the bars or the alleys, and watching the people over there, I distinctly remembered myself having a significant past life which I lived there. And that is how we collect or retrieve the information, the past life information, after doing the past life regression or the akashic record reading, which is seeing the halls of amenity. Now this is how you actually uh, use the past life memories after awakening specific lifetimes. We are trying to use a gift called iksha, which will help you remember your past lives. This is something that people can develop if they can correlate the mind and try to do mental exercises, with the help of uh, your mobile or a computer. You can just type in YouTube or Google the location or places that your mind traces you to, or by linking the pattern of the current career you had. Say for example, you had a job in a fruit shop where you were gifting a lot of fruits to guests. Then you can, and the probably the first job that you had was in the Arab countries. Then you can probably correlate that with the a previous lifetime that you had with the real Arab. And this is something that is possible with the help of using record keeper crystals, smoky quartz, or flint or ruby stone, which will help you awaken specific past lifetime memories. And this once you start doing this record keeper meditation or the akashic meditation, you will be able to see through the halls of MND, which is about all the past life information that is stored in the earth, and you will be accessing the earth's crystalline grid. And once you are there with the same frequency of the crystalline grid of Gaia, then you probably understand that living in the dimension of the same vibration of the planet Earth will only put you in a position to uh, break your uh, thoughts or your patterns, or letting go of the feel that the letting go of the feeling of what you are on an authentic self will help you really understand what is your real purpose in life, and come out using your soul gifts in a better position to serve humanity with whatever you have got. And this is something that I have found from my own halls of amenity. And what the explanation for this is that Earth was a three-dimensional planet which was originally uh, called as Tara, which was two-dimensional. Earth was actually created from a planet called as Tara, and there were a lot of angelic beings or angelic humans trapped from Tara to Earth to when they shifted, or Tara was actually transformed to Gaia, which was a two-dimensional planet. And what happened was, while the Earth shifted its frequency to from third dimension to the fourth or the fifth dimension. Fourth dimension is the 5D frequency. What happened was, what is happening right now is that most of these angelic beings who are trapped right from the birth of the planet Earth, they don't understand the concept of reincarnation net or the reincarnation grid that is out. outside the earth, which is making them bo- doing the or doing or repeating the same patterns or cycles over and over again in life. So what I'm thinking is, the first thought you might get while visiting the halls of amenity, say, you that you had a job in the Arab countries earlier, or by visiting the streets of Amsterdam, if they are awakening your past life memories, that doesn't mean that you have to catch the next flight to Amsterdam or Arabian countries and start working there or finding a job there and spend the rest of your life there. That is only the afterthought. See, the point we are trying to do here is, we are trying to remember our own past lives and what have we achieved from living such a life. And if you awaken your own true memories of what you did in your entire lifetime while you were in the Arab country or in the specific location like say Amsterdam, what exactly have you done? Probably you would have I when I searched my own intuition, my own cellular memory for that, I got various correlation that I would have worked as a past life guide, or helping tourists or other people finding their destination. Felt that I have worked as a guide there because of late, other than my own career or the mainstream profession, during free time I had a passion to help people who were visiting my home country and felt closely attracted towards the travel and tourism industry. So that is how you actually extract those records, past life records, and correlate with your significant lifetime that you had from the past. Now the point I am trying to make is, now uh, right from the beginning, when Tara was converted into planet Earth from the two-dimensional frequency to three-dimensional frequency, no, those angelic beings who trapped in the reincarnation net, they never know about this, and what they try to repeat the cyclical patterns formed by giving birth again over and over again and going inside the matrix or the reincarnation grid. And now if you go over to the Arab country or the specific place in location in Amsterdam that you have visited in the past, that will only keep you put you in the same cycle, the karmic cycle, over and over again. Now it is for you to realize and understand that while you are sitting here at any location in earth, you are in the fifth dimensional frequency, and you have to only rise above the fifth dimensional frequency to be of service to humanity by doing something that you are passionate about, after finding your true life purpose and using your soul gifts to the uh, best way possible to be a best version of yourself. And for that, you don't have to repeat the past cycles over and over again. And what you need to do is to find your true purpose in life and find your true soul gifts. And with the soul gifts, you can build a tree of life with which you can find ways and means to support yourself, and you can be of service to humanity by simply following that way, which will give you tremendous satisfaction and wish fulfillment in terms of using your abilities and skills to the best way possible and being the best version of yourself. And this is the realization that I had after a transformation journey of a past life reading, um, Akashic records, and having the halls of MND in front of me and visualizing and remembering those past lives which were significant to me in one way or other. There are people who can see up to four significant past lives, or people who still remember the spirit animal or the spirit guides who were there in the previous lifetimes, which were